Now don't go anywhere, because Emmanuel will be right back with a musical performance later in the show. We're going to change pace a little by introducing you to one of the oldest Black-owned publishing and printing companies, and it's located right here in Baltimore.
One of the oldest independently owned Black publishers in the U.S., Baltimore's own Black Classic Press has been dutifully publishing books by African and African American writers, scholars, and leaders for nearly 4 decades. Founder Paul Coates began his business in 1978 after running a bookstore devoted to providing the local community and incarcerated individuals with access to literature by and about people of African descent.
Black Classic Press, formally as a press, began in 1978. Our origins actually extend beyond that. I was part of a group of people who came out of the Black Panther Party. From the Black Panther Party, we organized an organization called the George Jackson Prison Movement. And part of that movement was to organize a bookstore, a publishing company, and a printing company.
For scholars, researchers, and educators, Black Classic Press is instrumental in providing the necessary literature base needed in academia. Local educator, historian, and debate coach Gerald Baker elaborates.
As a historian, the only thing we have, the main tool we have, are books, the literature. Without that, we have no proof. A lot of times, the books are the main thing that we have as proof, more so than images. When we have images, things are perfect. But then we also need the literature to go along with it that tell us, in minute fashion, exactly what took place.
Vivian Fisher, manager of the African American Department at the Enoch Pratt Public Library, also believes that Black Classic Press is an indispensable resource.
Institutions such as Black Classic Press are extremely important. And they're important because they are one of the ways in which African Americans can see themselves as being in business to promote their culture, their history, their understanding. Because if we didn't have them, a lot of what we know about our history and our culture would not be available to us.
Coates and Black Classic Press are recognized worldwide for their passion and commitment to republishing works by Black authors that have been forgotten, overlooked, or simply suppressed.
We totally grew out of a desire to kill the forces of repression. The way I saw it at that point, I saw books as bullets. And I saw those weapons as weapons to kill the ignorance that had so many of us incarcerated in the first place. And I saw the birthing of new men and new women.
To have materials that people can read and understand what those trials and tribulations were for our ancestors, for them to say if they could do it, then by golly, we should be able to do it, that we should be able to pull ourselves up and be better.
Black Classic Press digital printing distinguishes Black Classic Press from other small publishers operating as a printing business in addition to publishing, which is rare.
We're probably the oldest digital book printer that is a publisher in the country, as far as I know. You won't find, we certainly, out of Black publishers, there are no other Black publishers that do digital print, and very, 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 very few white publishers are doing their own printing.
Black Classic Press digital printing business, which caters to local universities, hospitals, and other institutions, actually drives the company, and due to its success, has kept the publishing side alive.
You are in our production facility. This is distinguished as BCP Digital Printing.
Approaching nearly half a century in the publishing and printing business, Paul Coates is clear not only on the future of Black Classic Press, but what he is most proud of.
The accomplishment, shucks, is community support. We've had that for our 35 years. That has been the greatest gift and the greatest accomplishment. I haven't gotten any awards that are that good, you know? The community support, the people in the community who have supported us, gosh, That's tremendous, yeah. If others benefit, if others get a message from it, if others get a lesson, great. I mean, that's it. But my purpose really on earth, and has been for a long time, is to make sure that the sons, the daughters of Africa know their history and make their place in the world based on that history.
For Good News Baltimore, I'm Anthony Truitt.